Hello and welcome to Mostly Minnesota Music. I'm Ann Tracy. I'm here with my co-host,
Heather Baker.
Yes, and we are very excited, very honored, and a little nervous because we have really one of Minnesota music's treats of treats. We have Mr. Cornbread Harris here with us tonight. Thank you.
Wow, yes, you do have Mr. Cornbread Harris with you.
We do.
Yes, you do. And he's very honored to be on your show.
Well,
Yes, he is.
thank you. And you are sort of on location. You are at the Hook and Ladder right now.
I am. I'm at the Hook and Ladder with the Hook and Ladder man.
And we can just see the Hook and Ladder man. Chris, thank you for being with us.
Yeah, he's there.
All my pleasure.
Yeah. Well, and we'll kind of start with the Hook and Ladder because I want to make sure that we let people know what we've got going on Thursday. You have a half birthday coming up, I understand.
A half a birthday? There is such a thing as a half a birthday? What? Come on. Anyway, that means that it's a half a year has passed since my last birthday. So there's a half a year on the way in to my really birthday day. Did I explain that well?
I think you did. And for most of us, the important information is that you are going to be playing a show on Thursday at 7 o'clock. So it's October 22nd, Thursday at 7 o'clock for your birthday.
Oh, for my birthday. That's 24 hours before my actual birthday. That's 24 hours. I'll be on 23rd of, is my birthday date. So the 23rd of every month I have to celebrate, but I never figured to celebrate this large. I never figured to do it that big. Yeah.
Traditionally, he'd celebrate his birthday and his actual birthday in April with a concert performance, which we had planned to do. But of course, COVID thwarted those plans. And it just so happens that his new record was finished up in the last couple months, and a 6-month birthday seemed as appropriate as anything, right?
To introduce it to the public.
Yeah.
That's fantastic because we can all use something to celebrate right now.
Oh, you have something to celebrate too?
I'm hoping. I haven't heard the new CD yet, but I'm thinking it's something to celebrate.
Oh, wow. Maybe I should send the owner of the place and the manager of the place and the janitor of the place. He's all of those things. I should send him to play the record for you guys. But anyway, the things are pretty well shut down here too, but he keeps plowing through. I don't know how he manages to do it, but I don't know. I would not be on your program if it wasn't for him.
Chris is a great guy, and he has done amazing work at the Hook and Ladder before and after this summer.
Yes, he has.
Yeah. I
tell my whole band, remember to revere this person.
I'm being punked.
I was gonna say.
No, you are not.
You're going pink all the way up is what's happening.
It turned out to be quite the love fest for Chris here tonight.
Yeah.
You'd think I was turning 93 and a half and releasing a record.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You're not?
No, that's you.
Oh, well, that was a big surprise. I was about to believe him.
Now, Mr. Harris, I've got to ask, because you have an amazing history of music behind you, but you are somebody who, before COVID hit, you were still playing a lot.
Yes. Oh, yes, I was. An average of 2 times a week. I played it, Hook and Ladder. Oh, well, yeah, that's almost known. I played it to Hook and Ladder. Oh,
Lauren?
Palmer's,
Mhm.
Palmer's, they like me down there.
Yeah.
That, you mentioned the name,
Loring?
the Loring Pasta Bar, every Friday. I had a lifetime job down there playing that supposedly was a undisputable contract that long as I was breathing, wake up in the morning on Friday, I knew where I would be that evening. I played at one of the place where they have the
Oh, Hell's
games,
Oh, Can?
huh?
Can Wonderland?
Can Wonderland.
Yeah.
And then now
Hell's
another one,
Kitchen?
Hell's Kitchen.
I've seen you there.
Yeah. I mean, oh, I played at another place that the Crooners.
Mm-hmm.
I played at many VFWs and military type clubs often. It's just a thing that I love to do. Yeah, he keeps telling me, well, you got to charge at least another 10 cents. You could, you let these people get by pretty cheap here. You know, you can charge more, Cornbread. I said, yeah, okay. But I'm not out to get rich. I'm out to play music. And I heard somebody say that I am going to be a featured somebody on somebody's program with my song, Put the World Back Together. And
Current, the 89.3, the current song of the day on Thursday.
Awesome.
It's going to be off his new record. The, I'd say signature track and a very timely piece. Put the World
Right.
Back Together.
mhm. So I'm just I don't know, a blessed dude. I got it. A blessed dude. That's what I am. To be this old and to be this active. I mean, look, he has to help me get up. Yeah, it's amazing to many people that I'm still here doing my thing. And
Fingers still work.
That's
yeah,
pretty good.
yeah. So that's what I use to get by in the world right there. And so I might have to start taking out insurance on these babies. But
Look out, Lloyd's of London.
yeah, Lloyd's
Yeah.
of London, yeah.
Well, make no mistake, he's certainly an inspiration. We wrote a little press release together. This new record is part 2. It's a companion piece to his original Live at the Hook record that came out on his 90th birthday. And I remember that year in particular because Aretha Franklin and Chuck Berry, the late great Chuck Berry, both announced their retirement at 90 that year, which was the same year this gentleman was putting out his first of 2 now records of new material in well into his 90s, and I don't think he's stopping anytime soon.
No, not stuff. Oh, I got my thing set up, so you're gonna have to put up with me for quite a few more years. I think I'm at 125 is what I'm shooting for now.
Awesome.
So every day that I make, this 124 is still being pushed out. 134 in another day. Oh,
If you could bottle that optimism,
oh yeah.
you'd be talking to millionaires right now.
That would be, that's fantastic. Well, I got, speaking of optimism, I wonder what you've been doing. It sounds like you probably have been making a CD, but what have you been doing really since COVID hit and you're not playing such live music? How do you keep so optimistic?
Oh, by laying in the bed and to myself and moaning about how bad things are. And then when I get out, then I spout out all this stuff. No. Oh, I just am a God person. I'm a deacon in my church. I'm a deacon in my daycare center. And the good book is my book to read. And I read that book religiously. Oh, whoa, that fits.
Unintended. That's awesome.
Oh, man. Yeah, and I have a magnifying glass with a light in it and everything, so I can read. But I would like a big letter Bible. Anybody can locate one of those, I'd appreciate it. And I could afford it up to, I don't know, $50 or something.
Right.
Yeah.
We just started your want ad section of your program.
Yeah. Cornbread wants a big.
You started on a good note because I used to be a librarian. I can see what I can do to find that.
Oh, that's Ann talking, right?
Yep. I'm going to find you a big letter Bible. We could do that.
Oh. I got Ann remembered.
Heather. And Heather.
Okay, Heather, are you going to help her?
I feel like I gotta up my game. I gotta keep listening to you. So if you keep putting out some wish list here, I gotta provide you something too.
Oh, we gotta find something that you can do special for the cornbread.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's your birthday list here.
Talk about how blessed I am. There, I'm blessed right here. These two ladies right here.
Oh, you're kind.
Yeah. I'm enjoying you guys to the utmost. And
paired with his unbridled and optimism is ambition, to undergo making these records. And then particularly going back to that song of the day on Thursday of the release show, that particular song, he's articulated to me and others a desire to have that song interpreted by other people. And I think the example you shared with me was that old Coca-Cola commercial.
Yeah.
What the world needs now. Do you remember those?
Yeah.
So
they remember.
So when you hear the record and hear this song, it's a song it's a very timely piece. And even though it was written a few years back, at any rate, so there are some pretty ambitious plans for the release.
Yeah, you now can I tell about it now?
Please.
Okay. I mean, he told you everything.
Oh.
No. No. The plans are to have the song go all over the world.
Okay.
And the people in whatever world they're in or whatever country they're in or whatever nationality they are, in their language. And then when the whole world knows the song in each one in their own language, to have a situation like we got going here, someday the whole world will sing the song and it'll just go out over the whole internet. And all of these different languages will be going at the same time. An individual might be able to pick out what the words are, but they'll definitely know the tune.
Nice.
And since they know the tune, that's what you're going to hear when all of these different languages are singing the song at the same time. And I picked this up from my good book, The Day of Pentecost. Fire and the Holy Spirit came down. The apostles went out and started talking to the people. And everybody understood what they were saying from all the different countries and all the different languages. This is kind of a big idea for a little song. Well, that's what I think.
World domination.
World domination through.
That's what he's describing, I think.
The day of Pentecost. I think that's, I had thought about that for a long time, but I remember that story I remember, I went to Catholic schools. I remember that story very well.
Uh-huh.
And I like your interpretation.
Oh, well, my interpretation is I get my interpretation from the book that I got the story from. This is, Jesus was very good at doing parables.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the wheat field was this and the other animal was that, and you know, and then he said that means, and he explains it to you. You know, people like to get a hold of one sentence in the book and run with it. You know, and they come up with a whole different story than what the book says. And I like to Christian to be a Christian. Any religion you are, I would like for you to follow it as much as you can follow it. But the main thing you want to follow is G-O-D. That's it. Once you have him on the throne in your behalf, you can't lose. You can't lose. I mean, he can do anything. Hey, we're talking over a thing that he has finally given us humans. We think, oh man, aren't we smart? Look what we can do. I mean, I'm waving my hand over here at the Hook and Ladder, and I'm going into your station, to your recordings, and amazing. This is what God has given us. And he is so full of surprises that someday there'll be stuff that we can't even imagine if the world lasts that long. That takes place. I mean, would you imagine the ox cart being pulled and the guy sitting on the little thing, just like the big time guy sitting on the stagecoach or whatever, and a jet plane flies over. What in the world is going on here? Well, this is the way the world's going to go. It's going to keep going like that until we'll never reach the ultimate, because God is the only one who knows everything. Everything. Your thoughts. Am I telling you coming from my mind? Yep, I'm telling you straight. Because I know that I wouldn't lie to you guys. I wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't, that's all. And so this is the thing that I admire my good friend, and his helping me is just out of sight. I got a lot to be thankful for here now. I got 1, 2, 3 people helping me now. Yeah, and that noise in the background, he told me, he said, don't pay it any attention. And that just made it worse. Oh, but anyway, I'm not paying it too much attention now.
No, you've called it out for everybody.
Yeah.
That's the sound of the gerbil wheel I spin in.
Nice. Get that.
Yeah. And so anyway, it's a wonderful thing for me to be on your program, and I'm very thankful. And Ask me another question so I can ramble on some more.
All right, I'm gonna think. Well, I will say I'm thankful that you have the power of music to share a parable, because the thing with the parable in the Bible and wherever you get your religion from, there is that language barrier, but music takes that barrier away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Faith is the main one. Just plain faith. Just I believe. And once you get into I believe, then that's when it starts to become real. That's when it starts to become real. I believe. You know, what the people that are going into politics, you know, they come up with this, I believe in the Constitution of the United States and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Where do they put their hand? On the Bible. Get me? And on their money, in God we trust. I think it's the money what they trust, right? But anyway, I want to get too far out on that one.
So we covered Sunday morning. Let's go back to Saturday nights.
Saturday night, quietly meditating on Sunday morning.
I meant
What?
like so many great blues artists, they kind of live in two worlds: the secular world of Saturday nights and the world of faith on Sunday mornings. And many times they play music in both those environments. And
Oh,
so
you've been peeking at me?
I wouldn't say it quite like that.
Well, man, no, I did something like we're doing now for Hennepin Methodist United Church. I played for their sermon that they broadcast on the radio and the TV and the internet. And I just heard it my own self, the recording of it at the daycare center that I was going to, that they pulled it up out of the ozone and played it for the people there.
Well, one of the questions they asked you was how you're filling your time, and you've mentioned daycare a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
Well, tell your listeners what that's about.
The daycare is a lady that takes care of me really good, and that runs the organization, the daycare thing. She's got some helpers. One of them is Janine, that she has become my mama. I'm older than she is, but she's my mama. She takes care of me just wonderful. I go there, I walk in the door, and of course they have all of this finger testing and temperature testing and
oh, sure.
hand sanitizers. And, I mean, to make everybody safe in there. And then they set me down to a table with my name on a square piece of paper, cornbread, the table that I was going to sit at. Before I can get my coat off and sit down, there's coffee there. There's a peanut butter jelly sandwich there. And then they keep running back over there. Can I get you anything? Can I get you anything? No, they're gonna ruin me. I'm gonna be no good for nothing. Just yeah. Oh, and I love it.
Good.
Yeah, I love it when they ruin me like that. Oh, love is such a wonderful thing.
I was gonna say, I heard you say if you want to be blessed, be a giver. Maybe you're passing that around for other people, so they're doing it back to you.
Oh,
She's
I'm in
been
trouble.
listening to your philosophy.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, well, that's my philosophy. If you want to be able, oh, many times we slowed down and handed money out the window of the automobile to people. I'll be digging in my pocket and the light will change and we'll drive off and I won't feel good. I said, oh no, I didn't get a chance to get, so I'm gonna have to start having the money in my hand when I get in the car. So when we go by there, I'll have it ready, you know. But God has been awfully good to me for 93 and a half years. That's that half birthday. Yeah.
Day counts.
Every day does count. And like I say, I'm going to use years, 125. I slipped up back there to 135, but I think I'm pushing it if I, you know, yeah. So,
When you think back at those 93 and a half years, what
Yep.
are some of the highlights that come to mind for you? I mean, I think of some of the work that you've done with the Hio Silver, and I know you've won a lot of awards, but when you think back.
okay, well, okay. I played a band with me and another gentleman, Ice Blues Band. And we were pretty popular. We did good. We played down off of the name of the street is, it'll come to me. And so we played off of the name of that street and back down by the river. And the club was on the river.
The Riverside? Is that what it was called?
They are, see that? Take the words right out of my brain. That's out of my mouth, I think the saying is. But the Riverside Club, we were very popular there. We played until the people that ran it gave it over to the kids and the kids ran it into the ground. You know, that was too bad. But anyway, we were pretty well known. And then I went from the Ice Blues Band to the Augie Garcia. That's where the name of that last tune you mentioned. Hi Ho Silver was the first rock and roll record to be any kind of a hit in the Twin Cities. We all ran over everybody with that single. Hi Ho Silver. Yeah. And we took the song. Yeah, and that's got a name too. How's your concert name for songs? No, you're not giving me no answer.
Name for that? That's
Yeah, you forgot what the name of it was. Oh,
the Lone Ranger. I would never recognize that from the Lone Ranger, but
you don't remember the song that they used for their program.
In their defense, they weren't born yet.
I was maybe not born then.
We're talking
right.
to young people here.
I'm talking to young people. These are some pretty wise young people. They fooled me.
They did that.
Oh, is that what it was? Yeah. So
Hey, Chris, can I put you on the spot and give Cornbread a treat and have you tell us a moment with him or him playing at the Hook that has been one that stands out for you?
now,
My turn.
your turn.
I'm going to answer. You can take a break.
Okay, go ahead for a moment.
Thank you. You know, on this new record, the opening track and closing track came from two different birthday events that we've hosted for him. And his birthday parties have been happening long before the Hook and Ladder.
Yeah.
In fact, at Palmer's for many years,
Yes.
his birthday was celebrated. And I think some of my most memorable experiences with you. Well, actually, I'd be remiss not to mention the one from 7 years ago today.
Uh-oh,
We were together 7 years ago today on a boat.
on a boat? Oh, he had his honey bunch on the boat.
I got married today 7 years ago.
Married.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Cornbread was kind enough to play our wedding for us.
Nice.
So that was a memorable one. But all those Sunday nights at Palmer's, you know, in 7 decades of playing Minneapolis or Twin Cities nightclubs, many of which have come and gone and we have never heard of, like the Riverside.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody, if you're lucky in this business, you have a moment. Sometimes it's a night, and sometimes it's a period of time. And those Sunday nights at Palmer's, where Cornbread and others would join him and hold down the Sunday night thing for, I don't know, a couple of years.
A couple of years.
People would line up around the block to get into that charming neighborhood dive and hear the authentic article. And those were just crazy fun.
Yeah. Oh, I tell you, my thing, I think, was when I walked into this club, got to the club, my name was on a sign, one of those folding signs, and there was tonight, Cornbread Harris, and then it was lit up. So my name was in lights. Yeah, but, and the car town, the little small town, neighbor to this town. Oh, what is the car town?
St. Paul.
Huh? No. Smaller. The White Bear.
White Bear Lake.
White Bear Lake.
Because I remember going by the bear to get to the town. Now, it may not be White Bear though. The town may not be White Bear.
Out there, North St. Paul or Maudmeadai. Maudmeadai used to have a club years ago.
I heard it. I heard it in Montamedai. Yeah, I never played there. Oh, I like that you are helping me suggesting names for clubs. I like that because I am overwhelmed here to be interviewed. This is almost like my first interview. It's really weird how I feel. You know, I feel like, oh, I hope I don't stumble and fall here. Oh.
Do you still get the butterflies when you go on stage?
No, once I hit stage, the butterflies kind of fly away and they stay in the area, but they don't be bugging me, you know? Yeah. Oh. So anyway.
Has that always been the case, or were you very more nervous when you were younger, when you were first starting out, or has it always been once you get on the stage, those butterflies?
Yeah. Once I get on the stage, I go into myself and I start playing blue blues. That's it. I don't care if it's 10 people, 50 people, 150 people. I play just as good. If you three were in a room with me and I was playing for you, I would play like I was playing for 1,000 people. That's the way it is with me. I have no qualms or anything happening. Once I strike that first note, goodbye. I'm in it. Oh yeah. I love playing music. I only can play a couple hundred songs for, you know, and there's millions of them. There's millions of songs out there. And I've got at least 10 or 12 originals that I have played and got out. And the people like my songs. So that's why I believe that Put the World Back Together just might help to do that. I'm not doing it to make me famous. I'm doing it to make the song famous, to make the people understand what the song is about. It ain't about cornbread. It's about people treating each other like brothers and sisters, regardless of where they come from, what they look like. So that's all.
That's what we need. That's what we need. And we need more leaders who think like you do.
Oh, okay. Well, everybody thought
Is
like
it too late for you to run for office?
probably so. But if they put me up for office and back me, I'll sure think I'll be glad to be president of this country. Yeah.
Probably settle for playing the White House, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Let them know that I would like to play for Donald Trump.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. I mean, see there. This is what love your enemies. I'm
Already
bringing,
got us there.
you know, I'm bringing it up because hey, I can't be hating nobody, disliking people and all that. I mean, he's my brother, regardless whether he wants to be or not. You know, because he's my brother in God and in Christ. So everybody in the whole world is my brother and sister. That's it. Oh, well, he's a communist. Oh, he's a this. No, come on. Get rid of that crap and just get to the person. Yeah. Okay. Next.
Next, you're up.
Oh,
Go ahead, Heather.
I was gonna say, Cornbread, has music always provided such confidence and joy for you?
That's a tough question. Say that question again here.
I was just, I'll make it simpler then. What has music given to you? We know what it's brought in us, but what has it given to you?
Well, once I quit working a regular job, music was my livelihood. So it gave me my food, clothing, and shelter for quite a while. And then I ended up getting money from the government because I was old enough to do that. And so my money coming from the government was enough for me to live on. I had paid all my debts. I didn't owe nothing on my house. I didn't got rid of all my automobiles. I mean, and so a couple $100 a week, man, that was big money. And so I ended up living on 175 and because or later less than that, 180 maybe, because I had to give 10% to God. Is it? I mean, so when I get $200, I only got 180. See, this is cut and dried. There ain't no if and but nothing. Give that out first, then I live on the rest. And he has provided for me for 93 and a half years. And so it took me a little while to get used to him. You know, he just is so good and kind and wonderful, and having him shine through me. People think, wow, that cornbread's really something. I said, look, I'm just like a regular guy here. Yeah, okay, but God has you know, the message I'm giving you is from him. So ask me another one. I didn't answer another one, did I?
But as you say, you say that it's taken you a while to come around to that.
Oh, it's taken me a while to come around to.
To understanding the importance of God. Have you always been a man of strong faith, or is that something you came to?
It's just something that I gradually got into. When I started saying thank you, Jesus, things kept getting better and better. I said, oh, okay. You are real. You really exist, huh? Okay. Here's what I need. I need you to be my buddy. I need you to be my right-hand person all the time. And he said, okay. He said, okay, Cornbread, I'm with you. I'm for you. I'm gonna look out for you. And I'm gonna give you things to say. You don't have to figure out, now what am I gonna say? No, you know, just run your mouth. Talk about me. Talk about God. Just run your mouth. And so they told me at church a few weeks back that I better watch out, that I'm liable to end up on the pulpit stand talking to the congregation. I said, whoa, wait a minute. But, you know, if God wants it that way, I'm going to have to do it. Yeah. But at White House, I'll be playing at the White House for this gentleman.
December, hopefully.
Yeah. And so anyway, I don't know. You said I had an hour?
We have until as long as you want to have. I think, you know, if you got, is there other wisdom you want to impart to us? I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because this gentleman that brought me here, that set up the situation for me to talk to you, has got to take me home too. So I can't keep him up all day and all night
No.
to you guys.
And I got to be thinking he might have a date after this, if he's
A date?
celebrating an anniversary.
Oh,
Maybe.
Maybe.
yeah,
Well,
okay.
Corbett or Chris, remind us again, and I'll put this in the notes too, of everything that's going on Thursday and how people can best access it and all of that good stuff, all the logistics.
Okay, so if you just go to the Hook and Ladder, thehookmpls.com, you can get a link directly to the performance. They are ticketed performances because at the Hook and Ladder, we believe artists work and artists should be paid for their work.
Mhm.
So it's not a free webcast, although at some point down the road it will be. But you can join us on Thursday evening at 7 p.m. If you're interested in getting this new record, Live at the Hook Volume 2, right now it's available exclusively at Electric Fetus, and they're fully stocked in advance of the next record store day. And I do believe there's a feature. My understanding is he had an interview with Chris Reimerschneider late last week, and there might be an article coming out in case there's anything that wasn't covered here.
It can be read.
It can be read.
It can be read. That's always nice too. And the live streams that you do are really full production.
Yeah, we all, I think after, what are we in 8-9 months of pandemic now? You know, the couch, cell phone quality streaming, we thought we could, we strive to do better than that. And we've landed at a 4-camera shoot with a professional audio mix. Our hook stream performances are designed and produced in such a way that we're hoping people, and many people have figured this out, they're for your home stereo and TV, or to be projected on the side of your garage and have your neighbors over and distanced, of course. So people are figuring out that there are social opportunities with these performances. It's nothing quite like being in the room. But on the subject of being in the room, we did just this week open up the possibility for folks to be part of a small studio audience, which is, I think, getting more and more special the longer the pandemic persists. I can tell you personally, for me to be able to be in the room with live music and artists doing their thing has been very therapeutic. And I think all of us here have been lucky and have experienced that, and we're anxious to share that with as many people as possible when it's as safe to do it. And the path for us is going to be a small studio audience that hopefully come spring, summer of next year has the opportunity to grow and or move outside and back inside next fall. So it's been, I think we're well into the 20s of these different Hookstream productions, mostly they're concerts. They're predominantly, if not exclusively at this point, Minnesota artists. And it's just one way that we've found to be able to continue our mission at the Hook and Ladder of serving Minnesota artists like Cornbread and providing revenue generating performance opportunities, even in these crazy times. It's not perfect by any means, but and I think we are getting better and better with each one of these productions. We certainly didn't set out to be in TV when we started it 4 years ago, but it's kind of where we've found ourselves recently. Different challenges, but still fun.
And I think the in-studio performance is genius. I've been saying it all summer. I'm like, just tell me how much. Just let me be in the room with people. I'm saving a lot of money not going to concerts. And you have one other thing that I don't think you've mentioned is the Patreon. If you had a membership stuff going.
We do. We just launched in advance of bringing the small studio audience into existence. We've launched a Patreon program called MPLS Club 21, named after the fact that this was the Firehouse 21. And basically, it's a continuity membership program from anywhere from $10 to $75 a month. You can support the work of the Hook and Ladder, get access to all of the live stream content, as well as some special encore content that are recorded and not shared initially with the live broadcast. And it's your pathway to be one of those studio audience members. So it's kind of an exciting self-serving mechanism for us to try and stay alive as a nonprofit theater. But the result is you do get to be in the room, and there are some very magical performances. Most of the shows that we've hosted thus far have been the first shows artists have done in most cases. So more times than not, they tend to be kind of magical nights.
Well, they're magical to me when I get to do them. Like I say, once I get up to the piano, that's it.
So for a guy who used to play 2 to 3 times a week as a working musician for the last 70 years, this will be your first show in how long? 8-9 months?
Yeah, outside of family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So another example, even 9 months into this pandemic, artists are still really their first performances with full bands, and something about horns make it, just kind of elevate the experience.
Oh, women horns?
Horns, yes.
Oh,
Like your band.
I got a player that is so scared of this disease that he hasn't been out of the house for I don't know how long. Chris got a hold of him and talked him into coming to play with the band. Oh, man.
Glenn, if you're watching, thanks
Glenn.
in advance for coming.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
So there's a lot of cause for celebration on Thursday.
Yes, there
People are
is.
getting out of the house. People are turning 93 and a half.
Yeah.
I think that's congratulations. And well, we will look forward to watching you, and we are honored that you would spend time with us tonight. Just honored, and it's a gift to get your wisdom through song and now through conversation. So thank you so much.
Okay. Your name?
It's
Heather.
Ann and Heather. Ann and Heather.
Heather.
I think he's writing a song, Heather.
Oh, you.
I know this look.
Okay. That's what I can do for you.
Thank you both so much for taking an interest in the artist and his new project and the Hook.
Always. Thank you so much. Have a great anniversary. Thank you again for your time.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you. Good night.